Alright, boys. Kind of a harder video for me to make today. Not a loss if that's what y'all are thinking, but today would be a beautiful day to make money. I couldn't find an entry for today, and the whole premises of this video is genuinely just gonna be let me full size myself because I'm gonna talk probably for a minute or two. The whole premises of this video is gonna be sometimes you can't catch the run, right? I knew today was gonna be a bearish day. I knew today that we were gonna take out beautiful draws and liquidity towards the downside. I'm talking about Asia lows, London lows, 1 hour lows, 4 hour lows, like beautiful, beautiful lows. I saw it. The problem was getting an entry on the 1 minute time frame was super, super hard today. And at any point, the draws and liquidity could have reversed. So sometimes you gotta know and take the L. Not take the L, but just, know that sometimes you can't catch an entry, right? Everyone's model is different. With my model today, I could not catch an entry. Just being truthfully honest with y'all, I couldn't catch an entry. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I caught the beautiful longs today when I really didn't. There was one chance where I could have caught the entry, but it was a little bit of a gamble. Although the TP did fully, it smashed through. I'm glad that I didn't take the trade because it would have been a gamble, and if I had lost that trade, I would have been mad at myself. One question that you have to ask yourself before every single trade: are you gonna be mad at yourself if this trade fails? Yesterday's setup, not yesterday. Yesterday was FOMC. Tuesday's setup was a beautiful setup. If that failed, that like I can't do anything about that. I saw the setup, I took it, beautiful setup. Uh, Today, if the setup failed, I would have been fucking pissed at myself because like it would have been a gamble trade. Now let me show y'all exactly what I mean by that and genuinely just how you could stay out the markets in times like this. So what we have right here is we don't have any news. We had pre-market news at 7:30 that did not affect the markets. And let me go to the 15-minute time frame on NQ and show y'all exactly what I was looking at. Beautiful. To the downwards of our John liquidity, we got hit. It's just a beautiful day for me. But we didn't fucking take anything. So now, when I opened up market onto the 1 hour time frame, I saw this drawn liquidity, this beautiful drawn liquidity right here, this gap down here, and these lows even a little bit below, right? Now, this is obviously not where market opened. Market opened somewhere over here, and these are the draws and liquidity that I'm seeing. I'm just scaling at this and just looking like, I know this is literally just gonna be beautiful, right? Now, initially, I wanted to see a fill in to this 5 minute bearish value gap, which I think was this 5 minute bearish value gap, and I wanted to see this 5 minute high get swept out. Keep in mind, we also do have this SMT from this to this and this to this. Although you can't really see it, if you scroll on the 1 minute time frame, you can see that this is actually a downwards SMT, making ES the leading index. On top of it, we also had huge 1 hour bullish value gaps, with it being right there. And yeah, I'm sure there's more that I seen. Yeah, this one down here as well. So that's what we're looking at. And yeah, let's commence. Market open. So boom, market opened, and our London low was probably prominently swept out. Bump, 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 bang, bang. Now, what am I looking at? We got a sweep of the 5 minute high. ES, I don't think that we also got the sweep. Now, what I'm looking for is the invalidation of this 1 hour bearish value gap here. And we did get that, but we tapped into this 1 hour bullish value gap. 1 hour bullish value gap. Like, what am I going to do if we tap into this 1 hour bullish value gap? Now, in my head, I'm like, okay, boom. All we have left is this 1 hour bullish value gap. And then we also have this 15-minute bullish value gap. There's so many imbalances in price today that I'm just like, what the fuck am I going to do? How am I going to catch an entry? Now, we ended up getting an invalidation somewhere along the lines. Bang. And then we fill in the 15-minute bullish. We fill in the 15-minute bullish value gap, right? I mean, we invalidated this at 841, but at 841 we already took out the beautiful drawn liquidity. So even if I entered like what right here, now in my head we're already next to this low. So my break even point would literally be right here, and if it reversed, this is just an obvious break even. I could have tried to target. This is what I was talking about. I could have tried over here to target, which probably would have been more optimal. But also with the Asia low being right here, we could have easily gotten a reversal. So momentarily, in the 1 second that I did see this trade, I didn't end up taking it because there was two draws on liquidity that could have taken out on our setup. Now, that's not what happened. We ended up actually smashing TP, but at that point, I can't do anything. Now, I'm waiting for basically a fill into this 5-minute bearish value gap, so I could probably take a continuation, but that doesn't happen. We just end up just going downwards. And there's just nothing for me to do here. Genuinely. I mean, our draws and liquidity are down here. I guess this was another setup that I could have taken right here at 856. Right? If we look at 856, we don't really get the fill in on ES, but we also do have these draws and liquidity towards the downside. This was another trade that I could have taken, and honestly, this was the most optimal setup for me right here, getting this break of structure right here, risking about 186 ticks, which I would have probably taken this on micros, but this would have been a banger to this 1 hour bullish value gap. Now, that would have been a good trade. I just didn't take it again. This would have been risking too much money. I don't know. For some reason, I just didn't like the trade towards the downside. This is a great reversal point. We also created, sweeping out like liquidity. We could have reversed there. I don't know. It just wasn't a clear setup in my head. Maybe this would have been an optimal setup. I don't really know. I just think that we could have also, I mean, I would have gotten break even here, obviously. But like there was no break even point as well, because I mean, if I entered off of this, right? This is a perfect risk. Like I'm risking 100 ticks on which is my ideal risk. Break even right down here. I just don't know. This was probably a good entry. Not gonna lie, now that I'm looking back on it, we're getting a reversal towards our downside, and we have draws and liquidity towards the 1 hour bullshit. Right? Yep. And then after that, it just got like a little bit bullshitty. Around here is when I got off the markets, just because. I mean, I don't know. But today was a complete, like, see, this price action just made me get off. But even here, if I entered at 914, we still haven't invalidated our thing. And even if I entered, I'm risking 282 ticks. Like, I'm not doing that. So, in my head, just better getting off the charts. And we would have ended up getting stopped out here. So good that I didn't take that trade. This is really the trade to take for the day. There's nothing more to recap after this. I mean, I'm pretty sure that these draws on liquidity got taken out towards the downside eventually at one point. I guess I don't know what caused us, but we ended up going downwards, and I mean that's the day. Honestly, this one good setup was there. Perfect setup actually, with a good break even point down here, but to me, I didn't really catch that, which is kind of stupid, I guess, just because we didn't get a fill in on this 1 minute right here on ES, and I felt that we could have gotten like potential reversals to fill back up. I don't know. This is like probably a B setup, which is why I didn't take it, but conviction was there towards the downside, but I felt that we were gonna come back up and refill the gap, because this is a small gap on NQ, but ES we had a little bit of a bigger gap, or we could have even gotten up here and swept out this high and then shot towards the downside. I don't know, but and this reaction scared me. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments if I'm an L for not taking the trade. That's really my recap for the day, but I appreciate y'all boys, and y'all boys have a blessed day. Friday I won't be trading. I'm about to make another tomorrow's video right now because I'm getting my wisdom teeth out tomorrow. But I don't know. I want to make a video on crypto, but other than that, I didn't really see any good trades for us on NQ. Appreciate y'all boys. Have a blessed one.